Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be settling one of the most toxic debates in all of power scaling, and that is if Genjutsu works cross-verse. Now, I've seen this take too many times in too many different places, and it's finally time to address it in a formal video. We're going to be doing a full deep dive. I'm talking chapter citations, feats, counters, the whole shebang. By the end of this, you'll know exactly why Genjutsu is stuck in Naruto and why it fails outside the verse. Real quick disclaimer though, I'm only talking about mental Genjutsu. The ones that mess with your perception inside of your head. I'm not talking about real-time illusions like the Mizukagis clan Genjutsu. With that out of the way, let's get started. So let's clear up the biggest misconception in the entire Genjutsu debate. A lot of people, and even some Naruto content creators, love to quote Jiraiya and stop right here. Genjutsu is something that works on your opponent's 5 senses. They go, oh, targets the senses? Guess it works on anyone with eyes and ears. Cross-verse hacks confirmed, GG. Now, this has to be some type of literacy problem because right after that line, Jiraiya finishes the thought. He tells us to control the chakra flowing through and linking their cranial nerves. See, the 5 senses are just the medium, the entry point. The actual mechanism, the thing that makes Genjutsu work, is controlling the target's chakra as it flows through their brain via those cranial nerves. Think about it like this. If I said anesthesia works on the body by shutting off pain receptors, you wouldn't conclude that anesthesia works on anything with a body even before it touches the receptors. No, you understand the pain receptors are the required pathway for anesthesia to do its job. Same thing here. The 5 senses are the doorway, but without chakra flow through the cranial nerves to hijack perception, Genjutsu can't trigger. It's not poke the senses equals mind control. It's insert chakra or mess with the flow of chakra in the brain equals mind control or the illusion. Need some proof? How about to use demonic flute Genjutsu? It uses sound as a catalyst and ears as the medium, and the counters to it are ear plugs, not hiding your ears, as that would be silly. All you need to do is block the sound so her chakra can't affect your own chakra. And it's the same thing with Manpa's frog song Genjutsu. You either wear earplugs or knock them out before they finish singing. If Genjutsu was just target organ equals done, then earplugs wouldn't work. You'd still get mind hacks through your skin or something else, but you don't. Now, Sharingan Genjutsu differs slightly from other Genjutsu because they directly insert chakra into their opponent. But the process is still the same, with the eyes serving as the catalyst for the attack, as well as the medium of attack. And how do people combat Sharingan Genjutsu? Well, they don't physically hide their face because their eyes could be targeted. Again, that would be silly. What they do is avoid direct eye contact, as that's what most Sharingan-based Genjutsu require. This is why Might Guy was unafraid to engage Itachi with his eyes open. He understands it's not simply attacking his eyes with chakra. No. Direct eye contact must be achieved, at least until we talk about Shisui. So again, it's not target sensory organ equals Genjutsu successful. If it were that simple, injecting chakra to those areas would cause a Genjutsu to take place. But that's not what's happening. We see a clear catalyst must be present to launch the attack, and a medium for the attack's entry point.
But Ab-Stract, we've seen Genjutsu work without chakra. Kaguya used the infinite Tsukiyomi on regular people and cats who never had or even heard of chakra. So chakra is irrelevant.
I don't know who misinformed you, but that is blatantly incorrect. First off, we understand that chakra is simply physical and spiritual energy within Naruto, but it is also these things when intentionally mixed together. So yes, there are technically 3 forms of chakra: spiritual energy, physical energy, and the deliberate combination of the 2. So if you're a living thing that has a body and a soul, you necessarily have chakra. That would include humans, dogs, toads, snakes, insects, and any mythical creature within the series. Humanity prior to ninjas just didn't know how to manipulate that existing energy. So this already debunks the idea that no one had chakra before Kaguya. But if you're not sold on that, how about the Sage of 6 Paths? Hey bro, highlight the word sage for me so they know I'm not playing around. The Sage of 6 Paths learned Senjutsu. Senjutsu is mastering the mixing of nature's energy with one's own internal chakra. It's presumed and depicted in the filler that Hagoromo was taught by the toads of Mount Miyaboku, and the toads would have needed chakra themselves to teach him Senjutsu, hence why they know how to properly mix nature's energy with their own chakra. Let's go on to Boruto. Just making sure, we all understand the Otsutsuki's mission, right? To travel to planets and harvest the chakra of those planets. We also have code saying the divine tree devours all of the chakra on a planet and not even the planet that they're on, doubling down that other planets also have chakra. We also have Amado telling us that the divine tree sucks out the chakra from all life living on a planet, and Naruto calling chakra a binding force, meaning it's something universal that connects everyone. Lastly, Momo says every person's consciousness by nature is linked through chakra. This would mean and intimate that chakra is inherent or innate to humans or persons as a whole. So, everyone has always had chakra in Naruto. The only people who will tell you differently are still in love with Shippuden and won't let go of Madara saying Hagoromo spread chakra around or Kage was the first one to possess user will chakra. But this is clearly cope in the face of advancing a story's progression or retcons depending on how you see it. The last nail in the coffin for Genjutsu working cross-verse is the lack of a chakra network. While chakra of course is important, a chakra network is the foundation for Genjutsu to even begin taking place. Let's for a moment grant that every verse outside of Naruto somehow has chakra, but not a chakra circulatory system. Would Genjutsu still work on them? This hypothetical mainly concerns Sharingan Genjutsu since they inject chakra, but the entire claim still stands. The answer is a resounding no because the chakra circulatory system is how chakra is moved throughout the body. Lee explains that the inner coil system carries chakra throughout all parts of the body and that this system surrounds all the chakra producing organs. Meaning, if those systems fail or do not exist, there is no chakra circulating throughout the body. This is important because if you're arguing chakra injection, that chakra would still need a system to flow through to get to your brain. And no other system exists to transport chakra other than the one you're born with. Let's prove it. During Naruto vs. Neji, Neji blocks all of Naruto's chakra points and he can no longer use chakra. You know what Naruto doesn't do? Use a different medium to move chakra throughout his body. When Neji attacks Kidomaru's chakra points, it forces him out of second state. Why? Because the chakra flowing through his body has been blocked, thus stopping the curse mark's influence. We even see when Kabuto fights Naruto, Kabuto can target a specific chakra connection linked to Naruto's healing factor from Kurama. Speaking of Kurama, I can already hear the stupid ass argument of the Biju don't have a chakra network and Genjutsu worked on them. Let's be clear, the Biju are chakra, and Genjutsu's goal is to take control of one's chakra. I really don't understand how saying because they don't have a chakra network is a debunk when they themselves are chakra, the very thing that Genjutsu attempts to control. So, what I'm ultimately saying is, if Genjutsu were to be attempted on an individual without a chakra network, while you can argue that the insertion of chakra would take place, the actual process of the chakra moving through the body to get to the cranial nerves would never happen. Now, I don't want this point to get confused with people being able to channel, coat, or funnel chakra into people or items. Those are applications of chakra, but Genjutsu is a specific function. Think about it like raw electricity versus an electrical circuit. If you were to take a lightning rod and start randomly touching a computer or a TV, would those devices start randomly working and turning on? The answer is no, because electricity needs a designed circuit with proper connections, resistors, conductors, and all the other parts that allow it to flow in a specific pattern that allows a function to be activated. Similarly, just because chakra is inserted into a person, that doesn't mean a genjutsu will be triggered. After all, chakra is just energy, but the chakra network is what defines how that energy moves within a living system to produce any meaningful effect like genjutsu, ninjutsu, or even medical healing. So if Shisui were to use Kodo Matsukame on Luffy, there's no guarantee the chakra would reach Luffy's brain, let alone activate a genjutsu. The chakra could dissipate or be rejected, just like electricity arcs or grounds without a circuit. The chakra pathway, which does extend to the brain, is integral for chakra function inside the body. Remember, Naruto had his healing factor cut off. Kabuto severed a specific connection and that stopped a specific function. So, while it's true that chakra can exist outside of chakra networks, the activation of jutsu requires a specific pathway. Just like electricity needs a circuit to actually power a device, chakra needs the chakra network for any meaningful function to take place. I'm your host Ab-Stract and this is the Ab-Stract Section. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We out.